I'm going to go out on a limb and say that this British Monarchs series is shaping up to be one of the best series that the Royal Mint has done to date. In fact, I think it could top the Queen's Beast series. It's wonderful, it's eclectic, it's very, very interesting for the historical side of things. And to boot, I have got a good quality version of the latest release, James I. In fact, not just one, but 3 of them. So today, let's have a good close look at what I think is going to be a sleeper series and one that will perform incredibly well over a long period of time. Hello everybody, Backyard Bullion here, and a warm welcome to you all joining me for this week's In Focus Friday. And guess what? We have got some good quality Royal Mint coins to showcase. I know, right? It's a miracle. Seems maybe my run of bad luck has ended. The latest release from the Royal Mint, the James I Monarchs 1 ounce silver proof. Really love this coin, really love this series. And I didn't just get 1 in good condition, I got 3. We'll talk a little bit about the other 2 in this video as we go. Really great to see it next to the Henry the coin. And in addition to that, not only did I get some good condition Monarchs coins, but the Royal Mint had some of their Gothic Crowns up on their website, rather mysteriously. So I bought some, hoping that I'd get at least 1 that was good, and I got 3 that were good! So I've kept 1, and the other 2, I'll talk about those as well as we go through and talk about the others too. But the point is, you can tell in my excitement, there are lots of good quality coins here from the Royal Mint for a change, which is fantastic. So here we have the James I silver proof. We're going to have a good close look at this one. I think this series is shaping up incredibly well, incredibly nicely, and it's going to look very good when all 21 of these coins are together. A little bit of kind of controversy with this release series with regards to things like the 1 ounce golds, having 500 of those mintage in addition to the 100 presentation that are pre-graded. I'm not going to target gold. I mean, if anyone has the kind of cash to go and target 21 2,500 gold proof coins and have close to £50,000 worth of invested money in this series, then fine, go ahead. But for me, the economy flight ticket of the 1 ounce silvers is my choice. And let me tell you, it is very, very good. In fact, we'll just have a quick look at the coin, because I know a lot of you shiny magpies out there love the silver before the booklet, but we'll have a quick look at the booklet as well in a moment. So there's the coin in all of its glory. It's good condition. I can't believe it. This is the kind of video I just love to make and want to make, and I want to go to the Royal Mint and say, well done to you. Hopefully this is the start of a good run of quality control now for coins that I'm getting from the Royal Mint. We'll just have to see. But for now, anyway, it's good. So second coin in the Monarch series, 21 coin series is what it's shaping up to be. I'm not going to read through all of this booklet, but you can have a pause and have a look and a read if you so wish. But it's always nice to have these booklets with these releases to find a little bit more about history and celebrate more of this, this sort of great British Monarchs series. It's very, very interesting to see the history come together and the different kind of coins that these are all based on and themed against. I think it's very, very cool to have it, and it's a pretty great idea, to be quite frank. I really, really like this series, and I think it's one that's going to actually be an incredibly popular one in the long run. You've only got to look at the success of the first 2 coins in terms of the releases. They've sold out within, I think the 1 ounce silver sold out within about 20 minutes on release day. I was very lucky. I got in on the queue very early and managed to snag 3. I disagree with the Royal Mint's tactic there of having maximum of 3 coins per order. I think that it should be 1 coin per household personally, but you know, I'm not going to miss the opportunity to grab 3 to make sure I get at least 1 in good condition. And I will talk a little bit more about these spares that I've got in a moment, but I'm not keeping them, I think, is the quick way of saying it to you guys. So here we have King James I in all of his regal glory. I like it. I think it is actually quite good. I think what I like most about this series so far is that they're not trying to modernize and jazz up these coins. They are actually trying to make them look and feel and have some kind of real semblance to the original coins that they are based off. And that's evident here. You just got to look at the kind of monumental sized forehead of King James here to see that it's not really in the same ilk as the modern coin die productions, but it's good. I like it. I like the design of it. I think it is quite fun. It's quite elegant. It's regal. I like the whole theme of the coin having these sort of edges which are not quite perfect. Some have even thought maybe that's just like a mint production quality issue, but it's meant to kind of replicate the hammered look of the coins that were made in this time period, because we didn't have the technology that we have now, obviously, for creating coins. And basically what happened was a blank was made, and often that blank might not even be perfectly circular, and then the blank was placed on a die that had one design on one side, and then the other design on the other side was placed on top of it, and then a big hammer strike would go down, and that would be it. And that's how you make coins. It's kind of like stamping of poured silver. You'd have just two sides going down at the same time. So that's, I think really cool that they've kind of replicated that here on this. So you can see kind of half the coin cut off there. And if you look back at some of the examples, I think even in this in this booklet, you'll see some of the previous examples of the coins. You can see that some of them are not perfectly circular, and they have, of course, part of their design missing from the edges of the coin because, it wasn't perfect. It didn't get done perfectly. But of course, you can see the skill, nevertheless, on the die creators here for when they're making these coins. So I like that. I like the theme of that, and it's kind of great to see it coming through on these other coins. What will be interesting to see is when we start getting to slightly more modern monarchs, where of course, the technology has improved and increased and done better. We'll have to wait and see what the thematic look will be of these coins then. I think either way, I'm going to be happy with it because each one is meant to kind of look and hark back to a specific time period. So I don't mind if they're not in the same style with the kind of, shabby border, so to speak. That's not something I'm concerned about. I just want to see the different monarchs. And you can already see straight away that these are looking really good side by side. I think these as a full set are going to be great. You'll notice one stark difference here, that this is a very sort of matte finish coin, whereas this is, of course, more of a reflective, shiny proof look. I think that's just to kind of hark back to the way that these coins originally were designed to plan to look back in their original striking for the monarchs themselves. So it will be interesting to see how the whole series pans out, whether there'll be any more matte finishes, whether there'll be lots of different types of finishes on these coins. It would be quite fun to see. And 21 of these altogether is going to look great. And I've been saying this right from the start. I think this series is going to shape up to be an incredibly eclectic and wonderful coin series to look at. You've only got to look at the success of the 10 Queen's Beast coins from that first run of the Queen's Beast series to just see how good an eclectic set can look. A lot of people thought at the start of the Queen's Beast that actually all of them being different every time would look weird and look strange, and you want to have uniformity of a run of Britannias. But actually, I think the eclectic nature of these adds to their collectability, and I think that's something that a lot of people are underestimating. Already we're seeing this first coin here selling for £160, £170 on eBay from an issue price of £95. That's a huge, great increase. And with all these releases at the moment, the coin flippers are out in force. They are looking to sell this one for £200, £220. I've seen some confirmed sales on eBay for as well. So very popular. There's people who are missing out, which is a shame. And as I said, I don't necessarily agree with the idea that the Royal Mint have had 3 per person on these orders. I think that's a mistake. I think there's going to be a lot of people who've missed out. So what I did, I bought 3, so perhaps I'm part of the problem there. But I didn't buy 3 with the intention of keeping them or with the intention of flipping them. So I don't know if you guys will remember, some of you might do, that this King Henry VII coin here was actually sent to me by a very, very good and very loyal supporter of mine on the Silver Forum, and he only wanted issue price for it. He could have quite easily asked for double issue price, and I probably would have ended up paying it if I wasn't going to get a replacement. But he wanted issue price. So what I've done with these 2 coins here from the James I release is I've bought them with the intention of getting a good quality version for myself, which I did, and all 3 are great quality. Now I don't want to flip these. I don't want to, take advantage of that market. Yes, I could flip them and make 70, 80, 90 pounds profit per coin. But that means, what, 70 or 80, 90 pounds? It's nothing. It's really nothing. And for me, paying it forward, I think is much more important. So what I've done is I've actually gone back to this forum member who offered me the Henry. He actually missed out on this coin. He wasn't around when it was released, and he didn't get in the queue in time. So he's got this coming back to him at issue price. Of course he has, and it's the only way that I can pay it forward to him. But that leaves me with one additional coin, which I have as well paid forward to offer out onto the Silver Forum to one member who I knew that this was going to be so popular and so hot when I just put it up for sale on the Silver Forum at issue price. Instead, I chose somebody from the comments section of the big thread that's on the Silver Forum who really sounded very exasperated, sounded quite annoyed and PO'd that he did not get an opportunity to get one to companion with his first coin. So that's the state of play with that. It's a nice little good deed to do. And we've done a similar thing with these Gothic Crowns as well, because I got 3 of those from this mysterious release that they had of, I think whether they had these reminted, these were customer returns that they reminted, or whether it was just simply basically just having, some surplus that they'd kept behind for, bad coins. I don't know, but they had a bunch of them up for sale. I bought 3 of them with the intention of finally getting one that was good, because goodness me, if you've not seen the last one with the big finger smudge on it, I want one that's good. So here we have the Gothic Crown portrait in perfect condition. These 2 spares that I picked up from this batch of 3, because all 3 were perfect, they have been issued out on the Silver Forum at issue price. So, I'm not one here to flip. This is all about making sure that other people have not missed out, which is a great thing to do, and I feel happy about that decision. Again, these could have been flipped for 50, 60, 70 pound profit quite quickly, to be quite frank, but I chose just to be able to have that out for somebody else who wanted it, which I think is really good, and that's a nice thing to do. So it's not all about coin flipping. It's not all about making as much money as possible. That's for some people. I think in this world that we live in right now, we've just got to look at the perspective of everything. And yes, it's hard times right now, but I think somebody else getting a coin that they really like and enjoy is much more worthwhile than making a 60, 70 pound profit on a particular coin. It's not where I want to be right now with my kind of journey for these coins. Much more enjoying them as a collection, as a stacking collection. So that's where we are, and I'm really, really loving this series. I would love to know your thoughts and opinions on it. I think it's going to be incredible. The only thing I can foresee as being a little bit of an issue for this series is going to be storage, because there are 21 of these coins, and they're going to, of course, take up quite a bit of space with regards to the boxes. There is part of me that's thinking about having them all graded so that they're all in nice slabs, and that would be an easier way of storing and displaying them. Who knows, to be quite frank. I'm only getting 1 of each coin throughout the series to keep, so I'm not going to be having 1 set to keep and 1 set to sell. It's very much going to be, I'm really looking forward to it. I just genuinely am. I think it's going to look great. It's going to provide me with some great content here on YouTube across this next 3.5 years of creating these series, and that's what I want from this series and from these coins. I think it's going to be fantastic. So let me know your thoughts on them down below. It'd be great to hear what you think, and if you are not subscribed to the channel and you want to see videos like this in the future, then make sure you hit that subscribe button. Otherwise, that is it from me. A big thank you to you all for watching. We'll see you on the next one, and as always, please make sure that you like, share, comment and subscribe for more.